What is up, YouTube? Hobidon here, and today we are back with another reaction video for all of you. This was a Patreon request by Commander Grizzly or Pencil Nuzzle, mostly Commander Grizzly. But this is a video on The Books Was Better, the City of Bones review by KrimsonRogue. KrimsonRogue's video. If you haven't checked out this video, I will leave a link in the description down below, so go check it out for yourself before you see my reaction to it. I will be pausing the video just to, share my thoughts on it in most of the parts, as much as I can, as much as I want to get through this video as quick as possible. Also, please support the official release, as he does not own this film, as it says so in his copyright laws right here in the front of the page. The following review re-upload was due to multiple false copyright claims by multiple companies, concerning films, EOUGC, TF1DA, Copyrights Agency from Italy, scenes that contain heavily altered to prevent future claims. Please enjoy this very old review. So, basically said so right there. Like I said, please, under fair use, follow the rules like any other normal person would do, just to so we can enjoy YouTube. And as always, if you want to keep supporting my channel, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and leave a like on this video. There will be more videos along the way, and future reaction videos if you requested them on Patreon. Now, without further ado, let's get on to reaction, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, go! I guess here it is. There, it took a little delay there for a minute. Like the intro. KrimsonRogue's reviews. What you been last time?
Hello and welcome to The Book Was Better, where we're fixing today's movies one book at a time.
One book at a time, he says. Last time I saw you, you were chased by an evil version of yourself, I believe. Yes, I think it was, because last time I reacted to your videos, buddy.
Let's talk about editors, shall we?
Editors?
Though not always popular, editors can be essential to the writing process, pointing out mistakes, continuity errors, and inconsistencies. They're the ones who often work behind the scenes, giving advice, or at least offering a fresh perspective on your work, which gives you a much higher chance for success.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is when it comes to businesses. Editors are always willing to change things when it comes to making a video or video game, voice acting, movies, animation. Editors are very important just to change things up when it comes to stories. But sometimes that can be a good thing or a bad thing, but hey, that's how it is in business.
If your editor is worth his mettle, he'll be able to help you figure out what works, what doesn't, what flows well, what doesn't, and he can recommend improvements.
Wow, that's not
But if your editor isn't worth much, you get...
apparently this movie.
Oh, this one was bad. I wasn't crazy about the book, but let's be fair, I'm not in the target audience. However, the movie was just all kinds of stupid. Characters had no personality, plot lines had no investment, and there are continuity errors out the ass.
Really? It was really that bad? Okay then, now I'm more interested. Alright.
Between pausing for notes and stepping away for the occasional breather, the last 30 minutes of the movie literally took me an hour and a half to get through.
City of Bones is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. It was published in 2007 by Cassandra Clare with pretty positive reception. Clare actually started writing fan fiction and used that to jumpstart her writing career.
Sounds like someone else we all know.
City of Bones is about a young woman named Clarissa, or Clary for short, who discovers one day that she's not actually fully human and has an angelic lineage. After her mother is kidnapped...
Wait. She has an angelic lineage. So she's part angel? Okay. That's interesting.
Clary works with an accomplished demon hunter named Jace, who helps her search for her mother, as well as the missing artifact from his clan called the Mortal Cup. And that's about as creative as it gets without me going into spoiler territory.
Okay, if that's how we're starting the story off, then if you say it's as bad as it is in this film, I don't know how could they screw up something that simple.
And no, you can't hate me for pointing that out.
No, I won't.
Ordinary humans here are just called mundanes. Demons, vampires, and just about everything else that Jace hunts are called downworlders. The gang of bad guys that follow the antagonist is
Downworlders?
called
Really?
the Circle. I mean, come on, you're
The
not even
Circle?
trying at that point.
Everyone knows what a muggle is because it's original and it just sounds good. Mundane just sounds dull and forgettable. Hell, I'll bet most of you will forget it by the end of the review.
Now we know
Oh,
we're
yeah, I
in for
will.
a thrilling time when we see that the director is Harold Swart, director of other such hits as Agent Cody Banks and the Pink Panther.
Oh no. I know Agent Cody Banks, and I have seen the second movie too. I watched that. I don't know why it was a film that I got used to as back in the day, but wow. I forgot how bad it was. And Pink Panther 2. That's just saying something.
2. Let me out, let me out!
You're not escaping this, buddy. You made this review.
Leia, let me out of here!
Gotta finish it.
Your dinner was only a few minutes late. That doesn't warrant locking me in here.
Wow. Hey, cats hold grudge. I would know. I would know because I'm a cat too. Well, technically white lion, but hey, give or take. And that is a nice freeze frame of Crimson Rogue's face right here. Let's admire this moment. Okay, let's continue.
Damn it!
Suck it up, buddy.
The movie came out in 2013 and stars Lily Collins as Clary and Jamie Campbell Bower as Jace. Apparently, Alex Pettifer was considered for the role of Jace, but he turned it down.
It's too bad. I would have loved to take another crack at him.
Okay.
All in due time, though.
Okay.
So, let's see how bad this city of boners is. I had to make that joke at least once.
Why?
This is the Moral Instruments City of Bones.
But still, why would
So the
you say
movie
that
opens
joke?
to Clary, heading out to hit the town with her friend Simon. They go to a poetry slam.
These guys look so bored out of their minds. It's I want to know what this guy right here next to the lamp is doing. What is he doing? Is he trying to pose like he's in a picture frame?
Tuberance with arid zeal. Agony, torment.
Then,
Yikes.
like most people, require a stiff drink afterwards.
Clary, you want a drink? Yeah!
However, everything goes south and Clary catches a group of people attacking someone at the back of the club.
Okay. Assassination, Creed?
So this apparent murder, as well as the bizarre symbols that Clary's been seeing all around town, put her on edge.
Okay.
It's like a cubist interpretation of a bunny.
So Clary wakes up after
Kind
her
of.
long night of not calling the cops and goes out to a coffee shop with Simon when guess who shows up?
Well, kids, you know how it is. No normal character in these films never call the cops. Then again, the cops will probably think you're crazy when you find something this crazy in the films. I'm sorry, we interrupt this movie to bring you Assassinations Creed, now in modern day.
Oh god, this isn't happening.
Okay, so the
That's a weird
murderer she saw
reaction.
has found her, and for all she knows is here to finish her off and leave no witnesses. So now she calls the cops, right?
Nope. Holy cow, he's right there in front of her.
What are you looking
Oh, that explains why she wouldn't call the cops. He's like a ghost.
at?
Wait here. Why can I see you and no one else can?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Okay, so a creepy guy in a hood has been stalking you who you saw kill a guy from only a few feet away, and your first idea is to go into an alley with him by yourself.
In the words of Tony Stark, not a great plan.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe you should answer that.
Mom, I'm coming home.
No, you can't come home. You understand me? You don't come home. You call Luke, tell him Valentine's alive and that he found me. I love you.
So while Clary was meeting Jace, Clary's mother was under attack from the antagonist's thugs. So
Okay.
Clary heeds her mother's advice.
No. I'm guessing no.
I'm kidding. She runs straight home.
Got it. Well, that's not something you don't see every day. A pit bull dog right in the middle of the room.
Well, that,
I would eat you.
that's lovely.
Oh!
That's
Holy
even
crap!
better. When did this series turn into the Resident Evil movies?
You know, I would rather watch Resident Evil than this.
So the demon chases Clary through the apartment and into the kitchen, where she has just enough time to pour some lighter fluid on the stove and light it.
And that worked!
And the resulting
Apparently.
explosion is powerful enough to blow out the window, but somehow leaves the rest of the kitchen completely unscorched. And hey, it's time for the first of many rants. This woman is a Mary Sue.
Oh.
Okay, so there's no real set definition of a Mary
We're
Sue,
into-
but the one that I found
We're gonna go through that department. Oh, she's one of those. Okay, explain. How is she a Mary Sue?
that fits best is a character who is so perfect that they're never really challenged by the plot. For example, if your character has never seen a demon before but gets attacked by one and immediately knows what to do to get rid of it, and does so without a moment's hesitation, she might be a Mary Sue.
Seriously, the book handled this a lot better.
The demon was weakened and she pretty much killed it by accident, so it came off as a little more believable.
Well, as believable
Okay.
as a fantasy story detailing a war between angels and demons can be.
Oh, but I'm not done complaining about this scene.
Okay.
After Clary is done nuking the fridge, the demon reforms itself until guess who shows up?
Nice blade. Can I have it? Okay. Oh, this is where the copyright
hell is
prevention
this?
here.
This book was written to give women a hero to look up to like Katniss Everdeen or Triss Pryor, but here we have Jace come in and save her.
Instead of
Okay, this is you're gonna be doing these little films for copyright prevention. So yeah, I'm at a blue filter just in case as well. That's why the blue filter is here.
gaining an identity as a shadow hunter, Clary's been reduced to a damsel in distress in her own story.
Wow.
There are a few things to be said about a movie that takes the character and identity away from the female protagonist. Mostly sexist things.
Oh, okay.
That thing that you saw me kill at the club, that was also a demon.
Okay, good to know. And what's up with your face?
And it totally wasn't a guy who owed me money. I mean, come on. So Clary and Jace head downstairs to Clary's neighbor Dorothy, who happens to be a witch and a fortune teller, to find out what happened to Clary's mom.
Run your hands over the cards.
Okay. But why is she African American though?
Yes, they were a gift.
Epic foreshadowing!
Of course. Of course, it has to be foreshadowing.
However, the fortune doesn't go as expected.
There's something blocking your mind. My guess is your mother hired someone very skilled to protect
From what?
your own memories.
Why? I don't remember anything she'd want me to forget.
What's up with that face? Buddy, my guy, why are you making that weird face right behind her? Dude, it's creepy. Stop it.
Did she just lock up because she realized how stupid that line was?
I guess
I don't
so.
remember anything she'd want me to forget.
Wait. How stupid.
Wait. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, pretty much. Hey,
Oh,
you.
thank
Hey,
God,
you.
a distraction.
I'm like, hey, you said it, not me.
After picking up Simon, Clary and Jace go to find Clary's friend Luke, hoping he might be able to help them find her mother. But he's a bit preoccupied.
Wanna hunt my leg? You hunt legs? You like that?
Oh God, stop!
What?
There isn't enough context in the world to
Why?
make those lines okay!
No.
Smell my derriere?
Stop playing that scene!
So seeing as he has no other choice, Jace takes Clary and Simon to the Institute, the
Why does it look like Arkham Asylum though?
home base of the Shadowhunters, whom Jace works for. There we meet his teammates, Alec and Isabel, and
Okay.
Jace gives a little backstory into the history of the Shadowhunters.
Either you're born of a shadow hunter, or you have to drink from the mortal cup.
Okay.
That painting. I mean, just look at it.
Here we have a quick visual detailing the creation of the Mortal Cup, but these
Okay, let me see. We can see an angel in heaven with a giant sword pouring blood into a cup, and these knights are like, "Are you seeing this? Yeah, I'm seeing it too."
two knights here just look disgusted, almost like they're saying, "Hey asshole, stop bleeding into our wine!" So after meeting Hodge,
Like,
the
we're
head
trying
of
to
the
drink
institute,
here.
Clary and Jace go to meet the Silent Brothers, a group of monks who can help Clary get her memory back.
Is that him?
No, that's Harold the groundskeeper. That's him.
I mean, that guy. He looked like one of those. He looked like one of those ancient priests from Mortal Kombat that works with Shao Kahn. Real? Okay. From that distance, what do you?
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Wow.
Oh god, the silence is back! Run for your lives!
Get back here.
Why was I running again?
Why didn't Hodge come with us?
He hasn't left the Institute in years.
We just saw
That's
this
right.
clip.
He's agoraphobic.
Oh god, why? It's not enough that the movie cuts scenes, but they also have to cut out the book's mythos? In the book,
Yeah.
Hodge was cursed after betraying the central government of the Shadowhunters, but rather than execute him, they exiled him and made it so that he couldn't leave the Institute.
And yes, that is important to the plot.
By taking that away, you throw his motivations into question, which will likely cause a problem later in the series.
But we'll get into more of that later.
So through extreme memory regression
Okay.
therapy, the Silent Brothers help Clary by telling her they can't help her.
That's unexpected, but okay. Why can't they help her?
The block is stronger than anticipated. Can only be undone by the one who put it there.
There's a memory block in her mind that was placed there by the High Warlock of Brooklyn, Magnus Bane.
How convenient.
Well. Look
Why are
at
you not
here.
wearing? Why are you not wearing pants, buddy?
Of the Nephilim?
Magnus Bane.
And then even Bane says that he can't help her.
I need to remember. My mom doesn't have time. Please, there must be something you can do.
Everyone's
Learning that
useless.
the memory block will fade on its own, the team heads back to the Institute, and now we get one of the most awkward parts of the movie. The
Wow.
forced romance. Despite
What?
Jace being kind of a dick and Clary being a Mary Sue, or maybe because of it, they find perfect chemistry with each other.
The audience can't see any of it, but clearly, these two are meant to be together.
Of course. Forced romance is one of the things I do not like when it comes to storytelling. Like, you're forcing characters that have no chemistry, and you decided they're destined to be together. It's fate. No, it isn't. It's called lazy story writing.
When a girl says she wants a big rock, she doesn't literally mean big rock.
Now that they're out of danger, they finally have a chance to talk.
Now, you and I have a birthday to celebrate.
How did you know?
Research. And I was trying to find you.
Stop making stalkers protagonists! So we get a few makeout sessions until Jace drops Clary off at her room.
That needs to stop too.
Simon, I thought you were...
Asleep? Yeah, it was.
We were just kissing.
That doesn't make it the situation worse. You're just gonna make him feel even more jealous.
How swiftly you dismiss our love.
Stop acting like that!
Like what?
Like nothing ever hurts you!
Actually, he's doing exactly the opposite.
Actually, I found Jace to be a very obnoxious character. When he isn't being whiny, he's being a jackass.
Okay.
Why about rejection?
Not necessarily. I turn myself down occasionally just to keep it interesting.
When he isn't being a jackass, he's being defensive.
Jace,
Don't tell me. You have a drawing emergency and you need a nude model. I'm not in the mood.
The guy's just being huffy in this scene. Like a spoiled child who didn't get dessert, but acts like he doesn't want any just to show up his parents.
Okay.
And then the love triangle continues.
Got
I know
it.
you don't like him, but...
Actually, I hate the guy.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, you're jealous of him.
Why?
I thought you were better than that.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm the one who's always been there for you, not him.
Are you gonna pick to?
I'm in love
If you tear him down
So,
like this,
just like Twilight, we get another quasi-love triangle with an obvious outcome,
Why
but
you
with
got-
one big difference.
why do you gotta mention Twilight, buddy? Leave Twilight out of this. We do not speak of Twilight in this channel ever again.
Simon is the closest to a real character out of anyone in this entire movie.
That is true.
He's the only one I feel deserves any degree of sympathy or attention. How sad is it that in a cast like this, with a group of young, badass demon hunters, the only character I actually like is the skinny nerd?
Yeah, and the girl you call the Mary Sue is probably not gonna fall in love with him. Poor guy. You're not skinny, dude.
Not that I know what that's like.
Simon is the only character who really struggles during the story, and therefore becomes the only one who's really enjoyable to follow. If the other characters were written half as well as him, a lot of my complaints about this story would vanish.
And we haven't even seen the worst offender. Just wait till you see Valentine, the antagonist.
Wait, what?
So Clary learns she has the ability to literally bring her drawings to life, and immediately figures out where the missing mortal cup must be. And we all remember that oh-so-subtle foreshadowing from before.
Wait. She has the power to bring her drawings to life. You know what? Screw that. I want that power. I think I found my favorite superpower.
Harry.
I came for the tarot cards.
The Shadowhunters go to visit Madame Dorothy when we get this.
Okay.
That song. Not one of my favorites.
See, what makes this scene interesting is that earlier, we had a little conversation between Jace and Clary in which he pointed out that certain sounds can drive demons crazy.
Demons react to certain frequencies when two tones cross. It drives them crazy.
So when Jace plays the piano just the right way, Dorothy snaps. So Dorothy's a demon. And this raises an interesting question.
Okay.
If pianos could be so painful to demons, then why does Dorothy have one in her house?
And need I point out, this entire plot thread was
That
not
is
in the
a
book
good
at all.
that is
By
a good
setting
question.
this up, Dorothy had to knowingly put something in her home that could easily hurt her.
Why would you put your weakness into your own house? That is a good question. If she knew that the piano sounds can hurt her, just why would you have it in there? It's like Superman having a big chunk of kryptonite in his house.
This is like someone buying a couch made entirely out of bear traps. It's just a bad idea.
So
Yeah.
Simon shows up, because reasons, and there's barely a fight scene to kill Dorothy.
Keep in mind that in the book, she was possessed by a greater demon, and it took the entire team to kill her. Not just a lucky bum rush.
And they have the Mortal Cup now.
Okay.
But Alec was injured in the fight, and they have to take him back to the Institute immediately. But when Clary shows Hodge the Mortal Cup, he betrays them and opens a portal for the movie's villain to enter through, even though that's not how portals work in the book. They teleport you
What?
wherever you want to go, not the other way around. And the movie has established this.
Hodge, what have you done?
I always knew you would bring me the cup. It was only a matter of time.
So Clary jumps through the portal and lands in good old Plot Convenience Lane. And there she runs into Luke, who it turns out was a werewolf the whole time.
You want to smell my derriere?
I don't
What?
care if we have context now. The line's still fucked up.
Yes, it
So
is.
Clary teams up with Luke to go back to the Institute with a squadron of werewolves, and despite how cool that sounds, this is where the movie stops being just mildly annoying and takes a sharp nosedive into Bullshit Mountain.
How so? Oh wow, that's a lot of crap.
And seriously, it's like the director does everything he can to not only ruin the movie, but the entire book series as well.
There's still 45 minutes left in the movie, yet it's almost unbearable to slog through.
It even has major spoilers for the rest of the series. Say you only read the first book when you saw this movie and you were looking forward to the other two in the series. Well, director Harold Zwart just looks down at you and says, "Insolent child, you shall have spoilers and like it."
Well, I'm going to be better than
Oh
that.
boy.
I'm at least going to give you guys a spoiler warning.
Those are important. Spoiler warnings are helpful.
So Hodge is talking with Valentine, who, for the record, is the most boring villain I've seen in a long time.
How so?
Drink.
Hodge does what he can to stay on the Hot Topic Rejects good side.
And remember,
Spoilers. Well, a warning.
Clary's given me no choice. Stando parandi.
She'll come back.
Really? And what makes you so sure?
There's someone here she wants as much as her mother. If you lie and tell them they're both your children, you'll break their hearts.
Why would you do that? That was such a huge twist! The answer was revealed in book 3! I'm not even that big a fan of the series, and this still pisses me off.
Oh, wow.
There is no reason, none, to include that line. The book handled it so much better, leaving it ambiguous, not answering the question of whether or not Clary and Jace were siblings. Hell, it even gave evidence to support that they were.
Wow, that is a big spoiler. They skipped. I guess they didn't care about the other books. They just bring it all in one movie. This is why I like the MCU. They take their time building up stories, and Ian Flynn does the same thing with IDW Comics. They set one thing up to set up a story in the future. They take their time building up a story. One thing, continuity. One continuity point that sets up another story in the future. And it doesn't have to rush it.
Related. It doesn't matter if the characters don't know it's a lie. The audience was supposed to be carried along with the shock value.
True.
But you ruined that before the big reveal to Clary and Jace. So there was no shock value, and there was no point in that one fucking line.
Wow.
Were you trying to sterilize a controversial plot thread? Then you're a coward! Take a chance! Look at how well it's done for Game of Thrones! I'm sorry, I know I'm...
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yikes, that still hurts. That still hurts a lot.
I'm dwelling on this, but it pisses me off so much. This guy has not only ruined a good plot twist, but now any surprise for the rest of the series. Not to mention he's ruined it for any fans of the books who hadn't finished the series. Harold Swartz, you can't direct, you can't script, and you have no idea what you're doing, you miserable little git!
Wow. I can think of worse directors, but I'll save that for the future. Yes, spoiler
and the
over.
problems just continue from there. Here's a list.
But
1.
wait, there's more.
Hodge opens a ceiling window to let in some demons, breaks the lever, then hides the piece 10 feet away. The script only had him do this so he could come back later and save the day, probably throwing more of the series' continuity into question since he's supposed to betray the team and run off into the night.
Of course.
2. Clary and the werewolves enter the Institute, but get set upon by demons. However, none of the werewolves transform because the peace treaty signed between them and the humans say they can't.
Where are we headed? The Institute. We'd be breaking the Accords.
Not if we stay human.
Dude. Fuck the Accords, transform, and eat some demons. Like you said.
This is a rescue mission. We are not equipped to fight demons.
3. During said fight, however, Clary unlocks a...
So, you are not allowed to attack humans, but you can attack demons in werewolf form. So, why not do that?
much more powerful rune than she should be able to use. Keep in mind that this story has only been going on for a few days, yet she's already able to use complex magic that's supposed to take years to master. Does anyone want to defend her and say she's not a Mary Sue now?
No, I'm not defending her. I don't even know her.
Birds. 5. Valentine tells Jace and Clary that he's their father, and literally 3 minutes later, he's trying to kill them both.
Wow.
Great family values there, Valentine. I'm sure being...
That's messed up. You tell them that you're their father, and you're trying to kill your own children. That terrible villain and parent.
Crosby would approve. And keep in mind, every single one of these is a change that did master.
I'm sorry, what'd you
Does
say?
anyone want to defend her and say she's not a Mary Sue now?
Yeah, we
4.
skipped that.
Demons are made of birds.
Demons made of birds, okay.
5. Valentine tells Jace and Clary that he's their father, and literally 3 minutes later, he's trying to kill them both.
Yeah.
Great family values there, Valentine. I'm sure Bing Crosby would approve.
Ah,
and
there it
keep in
is.
mind, every single one of these is a change that did not exist in the book.
Okay.
At least Isabel gets to use a holy flamethrower, so that's one cool thing against the 5 I just listed.
A holy flamethrower. A flamethrower that has been blessed by the heavens to kill demons. I don't know if that's cool or not, or ridiculous.
And God said, "Burn, bitches, burn!" And yet, despite the complete collapse of the plot line and the characters into a pile that makes tornado wreckage look like a messy garage,
wow.
None of these are the biggest problem of the movie. Now, during my research for the film, I came across a review that said every moviegoer has their own breaking point while watching this. There are certainly plenty of moments to choose from, but here's mine.
Okay.
With Alec injured, Magnus Bane arrives to help, this time wearing pants, and gives Isabel and Simon a list of ingredients to save Alec's life. They run into the basement of the Institute when they come across this.
What is it?
Isabel?
What is it? Oh. Okay then. That happened.
She was in the Institute the whole time.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
She was in the Shadowhunters' home base.
Yeah, apparently. That happened.
The whole fucking time.
I know how you feel, buddy.
This raises so many questions. So she was in the base the whole time and they never ran into her?
I want to rant too, but you kind of beat me to it.
Look, it's a big place, but they were bound to find her there eventually. You could even see her floating from the street. And who was watching her? Were Valentine and his goons looking over her? If they were, then why would Valentine bother using the portal? Or for that matter, why would he leave her there unguarded? If Valentine wasn't hiding in the Institute, then why hide Jocelyn there? That's an incredibly dumb risk to take!
I don't know.
Did they bring her along when they teleported in? What possible tactical purpose could that serve? The book wasn't perfect and had its share of problems, but it was far more consistent than this pile of crap. And God, it still isn't over. So Clary
you
runs
poor
to Jace,
soul.
where she finds Valentine still waiting for her. But Clary talks Jace out of his pseudo-brainwashing in a matter of minutes, and we get a lame fight scene.
Why does this man look like a girl in the earlier scene? Hold on. Let me rewind it back a bit. Why does he look like a girl in this? I don't know why. Why does he look like a girl?
But Clary talks Jace out of his pseudo-brainwashing in a matter of minutes, and we get a lame fight scene.
How far do you want to take this? Huh?
Not far enough, apparently.
Ugh, God, even that isn't cool. And Valentine is such a one-note character that he could never be interesting. He was so much better in the book. That Valentine was a true sociopath, twisting others' wills and manipulating them to meet his own desires.
That sounds interesting. If they would have done it right.
This Valentine probably couldn't manipulate himself.
Ow!
Alright, nearly done.
Nice.
So Valentine loses the fight. Clary keeps the Moral Cup, even though Valentine kept it in the book, so we're probably going to have problems down the line, but this director has shown that he doesn't care about the rest of the series, and Jason Clary hints at an incestuous relationship.
Remember when I said I'd never seen
Oh crap, no. It's like Vampire Princess, the anime all over again.
Guys, just stop!
Or that anime where the brother marries his sister. That's terrible.
This movie was such a mess. In many ways, I think we just found a movie that's even more of a betrayal to its novel counterpart than Aragon. The acting was subpar, the script was a mess, the romance was sloppy, and the action was boring. I can't think of a single thing about the story that I really liked. The worst part was the last 45 minutes of the movie, which was so screwed up that I couldn't even fit half of what I wanted to in this review.
Yikes.
When your first thoughts after watching a movie are about how good the credits look, then the movie loses all credibility. And yet despite this and the movie being a box office flop, there's talk of a sequel in the works. Now for the ratings.
No.
The book was not great. There were a few creative things, and the idea of demon hunters with an angelic bloodline is pretty cool, but the book had some pretty atrocious dialogue and blasé characters. It's obviously trying too hard to be the next Twilight, and why anyone would want to copy Twilight's dull style and wretched characters is beyond me.
Like I said, we do not mention Twilight. The fact that a movie tries to copy Twilight is destined to fail.
The book gets a 2 out of 5. The movie, though, was garbage. Even taking an adaptation out of the equation, it's still full of plot holes, boring characters, and fight scenes that aren't worth waking up for. The movie gets a 1 out of 5.
Okay.
As for the movie as an adaptation, well, it carried a lot of the plot over from the book, but it was weighed down by the incredibly vapid choices it made, like fighting Valentine in the Institute instead of his lair, or giving that massive spoiler away. I mean, there really isn't an excuse there. As an adaptation, the movie gets a 1 out of 5.
Ugh.
Okay.
Thank God that's done. I'm KrimsonRogue. And remember, guys, be kind to your editors, because between erasing inconsistencies and questioning content, they'll save you from headaches like this in the long run. Ow!
Yikes. This is a requested reaction video by Patreon.
What's up, GC?
Hey, Krim. You okay, dude? You don't look too good.
No, it's just... There's this guy.
Young love.
Not like that! He's been stalking me and he won't...
It's still young love.
Knock it off! Look, this guy broke into my apartment last week and threatened to tie me up and throw me in a dungeon.
Seriously, dude? You're gonna get pissed off at me because you're making the jokes way too easy? Not my fault.
Wow.
The problem is that this guy's a lot stronger than I am. Like, I probably shot him 4 dozen times and it didn't do a damn thing.
Okay, I take that back. This really does sound bad.
Thank you.
You think?
Why is he after you?
I don't know. Maybe he hates my show.
I really doubt that, dude. You're not famous enough to really hate yet.
Wow.
You're a good friend.
I know, aren't I? So how'd you find out about him?
Well, that's just it. I was reviewing Green
You're not
Lantern when
famous
these
enough to be
rings
hated.
came in the mail.
Question.
Yes.
You do know it's Abin, sir, who gave Hal Jordan the ring. Not Amon, sir. Right?
Yes, GC. Thank you. Anyway, I tried the rings on and then there was this flash of light. Then this guy was just standing there wearing the rings.
Wait a minute. Rewind. What did these rings look like?
They all look like lantern rings, like from the comics.
And how many were there?
I don't know. 6?
Okay. Next question.
That's a problem.
What were the colors?
God, I don't know. Well, one was green.
The power of
Stands for
will.
will.
Then
Willpower.
red.
Rage.
Orange.
Greed.
Greed.
Yellow.
Fear.
Fear.
Blue.
Hope.
Hope.
And white.
Light. Life.
Is that all of them?
Pretty sure.
There wasn't a black one?
I don't think so. Why? What's that one stand for?
That stands for death.
Rogue. Black stands for death. You really don't want that one near you.
Huh. And how do you know all this? You don't
I know all this because of DC Comics, baby.
strike me as a comic book fan.
I'm not. I just know because there was a break-in about a month before your Green Lantern review went out.
I'm sure there were hundreds. What makes this one so special?
Because, and I really shouldn't be telling you about this, but they robbed a mystic shop I visit sometimes.
Oh.
A mystic shop? So, my life is at risk because someone pissed off Harry Potter?
Hey, magic is real. I'll just explain how this guy showed up out of nowhere and took 4 dozen bolts to the chest.
He's a ninja who wears body armor?
Or, those were the magic rings that got stolen from the Luminarium.
The Luma what?
The Luminarium. They're a circle of mages who live near
Don't
me.
smoke,
It's
buddy. It's not healthy for you.
a long story. They don't like to advertise and probably won't like that I'm telling you about this, but it sounds like you're in trouble. Maybe they can help hunt down the rings.
Hi, what the hell are you talking about? Magic isn't real.
Did I not just say it's a long story?
This is the internet, buddy. You can make it
You have
real.
to be born a mage. And if the rings reacted to you, then you might be one, okay?
This is ridiculous.
You got a better idea?
I don't know, but you're not making any sense.
I didn't think so. Listen, I might be able to pull something with the Luminarium. There were 2 rings that weren't stolen, probably because they weren't worth much to whoever got the rest. That might give us a clue as to who did this and why they did it.
You know how ludicrous this sounds, right?
Kinda is.
Just trust me on this, okay? I gotta get going. But you just stay low. You take care of yourself, all right?
Don't do anything stupid.
But before I go, I have a question for you. You ever gonna finish that book of yours?
Are you?
Touche.
Anyway, I'll see you later.
All right. Well, what you gonna do about it now, buddy?
Magic.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah, right.
Hey, don't mock it. Magic can be unpredictable.
Yes, sir. It's working perfectly.
Oh, wow.
He's even doing it to himself. And he must have reviewed something terrible. I can tell. He's quite enraged.
Okay. A good evil laugh. Well, that was KrimsonRogue. The book was better. City of Bones. Well, that was a fun reaction video. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little reaction video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. What were your thoughts on this? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments down below. Get as many views as we can and support KrimsonRogue while you're at it. Please support this man. This guy's awesome. And thank you, Commander Grizzly, for sending me this reaction video. Or Nuzzle Punk NP. I'm going to call you NP. It's on the DeviantArt page. Patreon page. As always, take care, have a great day, be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch you all later. Make sure to wash your hands and wear a mask when you go outside. Bye-bye now.
Boss, I'd like a word. How about scram? Or 2 words. Scram kid. Or 17. Get out of my office in 2.3 seconds or I'll staple you to a flagpole. How did you count so... Like, never mind.